hard fail. Fantastic. Right, so I can't top my gas meter up. That means I've got no heating and no hot water. But we know I'm going to keep warm, don't we? I'm going to do a little workout on my pull-up, mate. Now, some of you... There's my door open. Nice. Soaking wet because it's raining. Brilliant. Now, some of you may remember that about 11 months ago, I bought a pull-up mate. A pull-up mate 2. You can see it there behind me. There it has stood for a solid 11 months. And I know this video is called 1 year on pull-up mate 2. And I'm fully aware that there's 12 months in a year. But I don't want to hear it. I'm getting this video out to you in time for Christmas. So you can cop yourself one if I give it a positive, glowing review. So, let's get on with it. Right, first things first, got something I need to get off my chest, quite literally. The wonderful people at Pull Up Mate have given us a discount code for me to pass on to all my loyal subscribers. If you go on to pullupmate.co.uk, slap a Pull Up Mate 2 into your basket, apply coupon or discount code at the checkout. The code is quite literally on my chest, the 10th yard, no spaces. I'll put it on the screen as well. That will get you a nice little discount on the Pull Up Mate 2. And yeah, full disclosure, I don't get any kickback from that. I don't want any kickback from it. That's just out there for you to use if you're going to purchase one. If you like this review, go use the code, go get a discount, and you'll be quids in. So yeah, now that that's off my chest, what is the Pull Up Mate 2? We know it's a portable pull-up bar. How did it change my life in the past year? We'll get to that, and it's a good one, so stay tuned. But first I'm going to cover things like the burning questions that we all want to know about such a product. Did it stand up for the last 12 months? What's the build quality like? Did it do what most home gym equipment does and just end up collecting dust? Did it fall apart? Clearly not, it's still standing in my living room. And did I use it as much as I planned to? I think that one's fairly obvious. Don't know if you know, a little thing called Corona happened this year. Everyone was stuck indoors, and fortunately I bought this about 3 months before the UK went into lockdown. It was reasonably priced at the time. It was in stock, which if you've tried to buy fitness equipment in the past 6 months, you would know that prices have gone crazy. People are charging 100 quid for just a 20 kilo plate. You can't get an Olympic bar anywhere for love nor money. So this was a fantastic purchase. Unbeknown to me, I didn't know I was going to be using it every single day because I didn't know there was a lockdown coming. So first things first, let's get on with the review. Let's see how it stood up physically for the past year. So, there she is, standing tall, just like the day I first put her together. Oh, cheeky little bit of branding, like, follow, subscribe, all that social media goodness. So, what's the last year been like with the Pull Up Mate 2? I'd say it's been fantastic. As you can see, no bars have bent, no bars have warped. She still stands tall and strong. That weight limit has been tested. I weigh 90 kilos. I've slapped on weighted vests, dip belts, and it's made absolutely no difference to the bar. She took it all, she took it well. I've had multiple people use it multiple times a day, friends, clients, myself, and she has stood up to it all. The only thing that has happened, which is going to happen, is the powder coat where the bars meet has obviously chipped off where you slide the bars into each other. You can't help this happening, but if you leave it outside, moisture will get in behind that paint. This will all bubble up and you will be upset. So bear that in mind, don't leave it outside. So the quick release clips that I couldn't pronounce in the first video, very simple to take out now. Once you know where everything goes, you can take this apart in 2 minutes, put it together in 2 minutes. Very simple and easy job that anyone can do. Talking of taking it down and putting it back up again, you're gonna move it around. Like I take this out into the garden, I take it into local parks. It is heavy, so don't think you're gonna be walking long distances with this in the 2 carry cases that are included with the Pull-Up Mate 2. But with that said, you don't want it being too light. You won't have the confidence to do things like muscle ups, pull-ups, because it will just be moving around too much. The weight helps keep it grounded, keeps it stable, and that's how it can take 120 kilos max weight. So with that said, what have I got bad to say about the Pull-Up Mate 2 in terms of build quality? Absolutely nothing. In fact, there's even minor little things like these rubber feet. They save, because I move this around the front room a lot, it hits the doors, it hits the skirting boards, and the rubber things stop the paint chipping off, so the landlord can't keep my deposit. So I'm going to give it a solid 11 out of 10. Well done, Pull-Up Mate. Build quality, can't beat it. Highly rated. Let's move on. So, usability. Can it be used for more than doing pull-ups? Of course it can. Might be called a Pull-Up Mate, but you can do more than pull-ups on it, mate. For example, this is one of my favourites. Put a resistance band under it, stand over the bar, and you can do front raises, lateral raises. You can then put a resistance band up the top. You can put it down here, and then you can sit on the floor, do seated rows, or you can take your wardrobe apart. If you watch my lockdown IGTV series, you would recognise this. You can slot that in. You can do some tricep push downs, lat push downs, and as I say, put the resistance band lower down on one of these bars, and you've got yourself a seated row machine, or lay flat, do upright rows. You can literally do any exercise on this. You just need to get a bit creative with it, like taking your wardrobe apart. You can, of course, like I did, add some rings. These don't come with it, but I highly recommend, if you get a Pull-Up Mate, to put the rings on there. You can do Australian rows, ring curls. You can also, if you don't have the rings and you still want to do rows, I'll show you that in a sec. And I will also show you, as someone kindly pointed out in the comments in my last Pull-Up Mate video, I didn't show you it being used as a dip station, and you can even take it one level lower than that. So let me show you now. I'll show you this in real time just so you can see how quick you can transform the Pull-Up Mate to do other exercises such as the dips. Let's go. There you got it. What was that? Less than 30 seconds? Transformed. You can go one step further than that. And now you have a lower bar which you can do things like elevated press ups. You can put your feet on this end and do decline press ups. You can also do bench dips. Just turn around. So if you can't quite do body weight dips normally, you can just do these instead. You can also do body weight skull crushers. They're one of my favourites. And you can even, I'm making this up as I go along, so bear with. Let's try. Handstands. Very red in the flass, no more of that. This is obviously another way you can set it up. I say set up, you've just got to push it on its side. And you end up with this. With this, if you don't have rings, you can do your inverted rows, Aussie rows, whatever you like to call them. And you've got nearly every variation of grip on those. You've got your wide grip, neutral grip, close grip, underhand grip. And then you can come through, you can do more dips. You can practice your L-sits, because there's never enough dips in any routine. You can do pike presses. Literally the only limit, very cliche, the only limit on this is your imagination. You can work any muscle in a multitude of ways. In fact, I challenge you, write in the comments a muscle that you think I can't work on this, and I will reply with a video showing you just how easy it can be done. So, usability wise, 11 out of 10. I couldn't ask for more. It's called a pull-up, mate, but you can do more than pull-ups, mate. On a pull-up, mate. How much mate would a mate pull up if a pull-up mate could mate? What? So, although I Bear Grylls it a little bit and added my own accessories like resistance bands, rings, parts of my wardrobe, there are actual official accessories. If you go on the website, which I'll put up cleverly here when I work out how to do it, you can buy different top sections, so you can get a skinnier bar, you can get a wider bar with more grip options, you can get parallel bars, you can get bars to bring in the distance between the dips. So if you don't like a wide grip and you want to keep everything tighter, you can just slide those in. Also, if you've got a pull-up mate 1, you won't have these bars, these stabilisation bars down the side. This was the big main selling point of the pull-up mate 2 over the 1. You don't have to buy a pull-up mate 2, you can just buy the extra bars and extend your current pull-up mate 1, which is brilliant. You can also buy height extension kits if you find it a bit too low. But personally, I think it's good out of the box. Like obviously out of the box it comes with the neutral grip, overhand wide, overhand close, close underhand. You can do wide underhand if you're a bit of a psycho. So no need to make any changes for me personally, but the options are there and there are plenty of them. So if you don't have a pull-up mate 1 or 2, remember the 10th yards, pullupmate.co.uk, get yourself a cheeky discount and we move on. So final thoughts on value for money. What value did the pull-up mate bring to my life in the year that I've had it? And in all honesty, it's probably the best investment I've ever made. It sounds dramatic, but let me tell you why. So 3 reasons. First one, no brainer, being able to train during lockdown. Got into incredible shape, ease of access, even doing things on my rest days, just little things, just trying things out here and there. That was worth the initial cost to me personally. It kept me sane, because without access to a gym, obviously I do calisthenics, so I wouldn't have been completely stuck without the pull-up mate. I could have made some bodyweight routines, but with the pull-up mate, as you've just seen, your options are limitless. Second reason, it saved me money, and I'll tell you why. I had 3 gym memberships going into lockdown. I cancelled 2. I know, gyms need the money, but by cancelling those 2 memberships, within I think 6 months, I'd made back the cost of the pull-up mate. Why did I used to go to 3 gyms? I just like the variety. But now I can take this anywhere. I can just put it in the car and go. Field, beach, park, whatever. I still keep my one gym membership to Southend Street Gym, best calisthenics gym in Essex. Check it out, link in the description down below, because I like the gym environment. It's good to bounce off people. But again, you can invite people around into your garden, whatever, even if you're allowed people in your house by the time this goes out, I don't know. And you can just all have a session on the pull-up, mate. It's great, and it will, as you know, as you've seen, the build quality, it will stand up to a beating. It will take it. And third, probably the biggest and best reason that this pull-up, mate, has brought me so much value is when Boris Johnson and his bunch of cronies decided that pubs could open and gyms had to stay shut, but personal trainers could train people outdoors. This is where this come in. Not only did that provide me with an income, which during the lockdown was difficult for a lot of people, it also provided mental health benefits and obviously physical benefits to my clients who were stuck indoors without access to equipment, without the knowledge of being able to create bodyweight routines. Yeah, I could have gone online and done the online session thing, but I didn't really like it, because anyone can just go on YouTube, type in a session and follow along. I don't really feel the added value of doing online sessions. So for me, that's the biggest one, being able to provide me both physically, mentally and financially. I don't even know how I started that sentence, so I don't know how to finish it. Essentially, I never expected one piece of equipment to provide all of that, and to me that makes this priceless. You can't put a price on physical health, mental health and being able to be financially secure during a pandemic. So for me, thank you Pull Up, mate, and thank you for the discount codes. For all the viewers out there, 10th yard, pullupmate.co.uk, go buy one now. I can't promise you it'll add the same amount of value as I got out of it, but you never know. Even if you get a quarter of what I got out of it, it is money well spent. So overall, 11 out of 10. I hate people that rate things over, oh, it's 110%. I don't care. 11 out of 10. Done. Buy one.